We've had a huge response to what's become known in Cambridge as the Battle of Gilbert Road. Cyclists and local residents are at odds over plans to ban parking there and set up enforced cycle lanes. Let's join our chief reporter, Kim Riley. Kim.
Yes, I'm at Mandarin Cycles, as you can see. It's an independent family-run store in Norwich, and here they can put you on the road on one of those for about £130, give or take. Now, if you come in here, we can show you some of the more upmarket end of the market. This is quite an interesting one. This is an electric bicycle. Those are coming increasingly popular with their inbuilt batteries there. And how about this one across here? This is a Land Rover. It has 27 gears, hydraulic disc brakes, normally £900, £700 to you. Now, whatever you take to the road on two wheels, you're sharing it with cars, with lorries and buses. That can lead to tensions and worse. Here's one man's story.
Paul Jones has been cycling for some 35 years. A camera mounted on his helmet has recorded some of his journeys. This was his view cycling at Great Shelford on the outskirts of Cambridge last November, a road with a 40-mile-an-hour limit and a clearly marked cycle lane. He steers his way around a bus. Later, he sees a car in the distance, parked on the cycle lane.
I looked back, I could see the road was clear for me to move out. There was a vehicle behind me already moving out to make space for me. And as I passed a parked car, the vehicle that was passing me hit me from behind. I think as you get older, you know that every time you get hit and knocked down, that it's harder to get up again. And so that really the biggest trauma of this isn't the cuts and bruises, it's not minor damage to the bicycle. It's worries about what would have happened if that car had been going faster, what might happen when it happens again, maybe, and concerns about facilities on the road for cyclists. Maybe the facilities aren't good enough.
Paul Jones says this time he escaped without major injury. He can only hope there won't be a next time.
Our feature on Look East brought in quite a lot of comment. I have to say that was fairly anti-cyclist. Lloyd Haley from Bedford says if they want to use the road and have dedicated cycle paths, why don't cyclists pay road tax? Bob Herbert, Pollyanna Kingham from Biggleswade, Steve Cole from Hitchin, all of them agreed, and many more. Dave Ward asks why cyclists think they have a given right to complain about cars that actually pay for the facilities they use. Maureen Gisby says cyclists have no regard for motorists, and she criticises terrible road manners. Tony Power from Essex says cyclists get off your high horse, learn to use the road properly, stop jumping traffic lights and riding with no hands. But on the other side of the coin, Sam Pyburn from Milton Keynes asks if the residents of that affluent area of Cambridge think they're above the law. If parking is such an issue, open the gates to your long driveways. Stop blocking the highway. Susan Blight says the residents' view is blinkered. If there was a safe cycle path, there'd be a lot more cyclists and fewer cars. Shame we didn't catch on years ago like the Dutch, she says. And Lucy Williams says we're all going to have to adapt our behaviour. The car has been king for too long. And I must say, quite a few of you picked us up. They've spotted that one of these was not being worn by the lady who was championing the cyclist cause in our report. They say, surely she should have been. Well, one of these is a really good investment. This is just under 40 quid. You can get them for about 20 quid, and they do save lives. Thanks for all your comments.
Kim, thank you very much.